Someone let you go. Maybe they left without explanation. Maybe they replaced you without hesitation. Maybe they treated you like you were temporary, like you were something they could put down and pick back up whenever it suited them. And right now, somewhere inside you, there is a part that wants them to feel what that cost them, not out of bitterness, not out of revenge, but out of the deep human need to be recognized, to be seen for what you actually were, after they already decided you were not enough. Today, I am going to show you exactly how that happens. Not through chasing, not through proving, not through making them see you, but through something the Stoics discovered that is far more powerful than any of that. 5 steps, and the person who lost you will understand exactly what they gave away. Step 1. Stop all contact completely. The first and most important step is the one most people refuse to take. Complete silence. No checking their profile. No reaching out to mutual friends. No sending messages you will regret. Complete and total withdrawal of your presence. Because here is what most people get backwards. They think staying visible keeps them relevant. But presence without value is just noise. And the fastest way to become valuable again is to disappear completely. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present, not to their timeline, not to their social media, not to wondering what they are doing, to your own present, your own life, your own becoming. Absence creates a vacuum, and nature, as the Stoics knew, abhors a vacuum. The moment you stop filling their world with your presence, they begin to feel the space you left, and space always gets noticed." Step 2 is what you do with that silence. And this is where most people waste the most powerful opportunity they will ever have. Step 2. Build in the silence. Most people use the silence to grieve, to scroll through old memories, to rehearse conversations that will never happen. But the Stoic uses the silence differently, as a forge. Every morning you wake up and choose discipline over comfort. You are building something they will eventually see. Every hour you invest in yourself instead of obsessing over them. You are becoming someone they will eventually regret underestimating. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." Decide who you are becoming. Then build that person every single day in the silence they created. Your body, your mind, your finances, your peace. Every improvement you make is a brick in the wall of something they will one day look at from the outside, wishing they were still inside. Step 3 is the internal shift that changes everything, and without this one step, none of the others will work. Step 3. Release the need for their recognition. Here is the hardest truth about making someone regret losing you. If you are doing it for them, it will not work. Not because the strategy is wrong, but because doing it for their recognition keeps you emotionally tethered to their opinion. And a person tethered to someone else's opinion is not free. And freedom, genuine Stoic freedom, is the most attractive and powerful thing a human being can radiate. Seneca wrote, "He who is brave is free." The moment you genuinely stop caring whether they see your growth is the exact moment your growth becomes undeniable. Because you stop performing it. You stop checking if they noticed. You stop calibrating your progress to their potential reaction. You just become. And a person who is simply becoming, without an audience, without validation, without needing to be seen, is impossible to ignore. Step 4 is what the outside world begins to see. And this is the moment the regret starts. Step 4. Let your results speak without you. You do not need to announce your growth. You do not need to post it, perform it, or make sure the right people see it. The Stoics had a word for this, arete. Excellence lived from the inside out, not for applause, not for recognition, not for the satisfaction of someone who hurt you finally seeing what they lost. Just excellence, pure and consistent, and entirely your own. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." When you live that way, the results speak without you saying a single word. Your presence changes. The way you carry yourself changes. The energy you bring into every room changes. And people, including the person who let you go, begin to hear about it, see it, feel it, recognize it, not because you showed them, but because excellence is impossible to hide forever. And step 5, this is the final step, the one that completes everything. And ironically, it is the step where you realize you no longer need them to feel it at all. Step 5, become someone you are proud of. Somewhere along this journey, something unexpected happens. You wake up one morning and realize the person you have been building in the silence is someone you genuinely respect, someone you would have been proud to be, even if no one who hurt you ever noticed. And in that moment, the entire goal changes. It was never really about making them regret losing you. It was about becoming someone worth keeping, worth choosing, worth staying for, not for them, for you. Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." The person who let you go may or may not regret their decision. That is outside your control, but who you become in response to that loss is entirely yours. And the most complete revenge a Stoic ever takes is building a life so full, so purposeful, so completely their own, that the question of whether someone regrets losing them simply stops mattering. Stop all contact. Build in the silence they created. Release the need for their recognition. Let your results speak without you, and become someone you are genuinely proud of, not because they are watching, not because they will eventually see it, but because you deserve to be that person, regardless of who is paying attention. The Stoics did not build great minds by chasing the approval of people who underestimated them. They built great minds by deciding, every single day, that their own standard was the only one worth meeting. Set your standard. Meet it daily, and let the rest take care of itself. Subscribe for weekly Stoic wisdom every single week. See you in the next one.